Got it. Hi, this is Nicole Roarke, the chef at J.A. Hennigan's in Point Lookout, and I'm going to make you my French onion soup today. There's nothing that says comfort and delicious than French onion soup, but we want to make it our own. We want to do something different that really makes us stand out from the rest. So this is a 5 French onion soup. Actually, no, a French 5 onion soup. I'm going to use my garlic, all right? I'm going to use a little poached garlic oil, which gives it a ton of flavor. And then what we want to do is make sure that we have a screaming hot pan. I chose an aluminum pan because it's going to get that heat kicking really, really well. And I want to make sure that I heat that large, flat surface area as hot as possible because we want to caramelize these onions. Alright, so first things first, nice hot rondeau, which is a super large aluminum pot, and a little bit of garlic oil. If you could see, there's white smoke coming from this puppy. It is super duper 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 hot. Alright, now that I know it's really hot, I'm going to go ahead and add the onions. Alright, what I have here is yellow onions, red onions, some shallots, some scallions, and some pearl onions. So there's our 5 onions. Alright, I julienne these onions, I cut them nice and thin, and we're going to throw them in this rondeau and wait till you see what happens. Or actually, wait till you hear what happens. Alright? Yeah! I love it, I love it, I love it. When you hear that, that's the round of applause. Like, you did it right, you did it right. Your pan is super duper hot. And we're going to caramelize these onions. When you caramelize, what you're doing is you're bringing all those natural sugars inside a fruit or a vegetable to the surface. And when they make it to the surface, they start cooking. And when sugar cooks, it turns into caramel. And caramel is sweet and sticky and brown. So we want these onions to brown and get super sweet and super sticky. Alright, now, another trick to caramelizing is not to stir them so much. If I keep moving the onions around, I'm not giving the chance for the sugar to come to the surface and cook. So, as much as I want to keep messing with that pan, I'm going to leave it alone. In the meantime, I'm going to get some other ingredients ready. Alright, take a peek. These are scallions. Love them, love them, love them. Alright, and I'm going to cut them in a super fine sliver. Alright, I'm going to cut it on the bias, which is an angle. I actually call these my sexy scallions. So everyone in the kitchen knows if it's on the prep list, it says sexy scallions. We know how to do it. Alright, so you got to have some killer knife skills in the kitchen. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scallions. These are going to go on top of our French onion soup as a garnish. Alright, so let me tell you, the first time I learned how to make French onion soup, it was from Chef Mindy Peterson, which was my executive chef in Florida, and she taught me all about getting this nice, super duper duper hot pan. She taught me about caramelization, about the Maillard reaction. So, to this day, I still make a French onion soup the way Chef Mindy taught me. But again, with the 5 onions, makes it ours. Alright, great. So, these onions are getting super nice and brown and caramelized. Alright. Another trick to browning is to add some butter. Alright, butter brown. So, I got all this beautiful butter cubed up already. We're going to throw some fat in there, some butter in there. It's going to melt. It's going to help brown those onions. Very, very nice. Okay, now, once we brown those onions, once they've caramelized, I want to add a secret ingredient, okay? My secret ingredient, which I'm sharing with the world today, balsamic vinegar, all right? Not many people, if anyone at all, put balsamic vinegar in a soup, but I'm telling you, when you add this balsamic vinegar and it deglazes that sugar in the bottom of the pan, not only does it add this kind of tart as well as sweet, right? A little bite to it, a little zip or zang, but when you add the balsamic vinegar, it starts to cook itself. It starts to reduce itself. And when it reduces, it gets thick and syrupy and sweet. So yes, it's a bit of a tang, but it adds a little sweet too. I start with my balsamic vinegar. As you can see, I'm not measuring. I don't do well with measuring. Now, what we're going to do, give that puppy a little stir. And I'm using a rubber spatula because I'm going to pick up all that vinegar off the bottom of the pan. Very nice. Give that vinegar a second to reduce a touch. Next ingredient we're going to add is a little marsala and a little sherry wine. Alright? Awesome, 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 awesome. You want to add that alcohol now because we want it to reduce a little. We don't want it to taste like raw alcohol like we just did a shot. We want it to get nice and syrupy and thick. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so bay leaf is a great time to add a bay leaf right now. Alright, I want to toss that bay leaf around with the onions. Gives it tons of flavor. Notice that I'm not adding any salt and pepper. That's a big mistake. People add the salt and pepper in the beginning, and what happens when you add salt is you bring all the moisture to the surface of the onion. If we bring water or moisture to the surface, we're going to wipe away all that sticky, syrupy sugar. So, if you want to caramelize those onions, make sure you're not adding any salt. Alright, those are my shallots, my nice sexy shallots. So we have the yellow onions, the red onions, the shallots, the scallions, and I mentioned some pearl onions earlier. Alright, I got some nice pearl onions right here. There we go. Oh, I wish you could smell this. This is delicious. Trust me on this. Okay, now, we want to add some garlic. I mentioned the poached garlic oil that I added earlier. I'm going to throw in that poached garlic now. Just so you see, poached garlic is just like a roasted garlic, but it's super soft, and because we poach it, it's just a different technique of cooking the garlic. So we submerge it in a little oil and simmer it away until it gets nice and soft and brown. Great. I'm using my tongs because I want to take those garlic cloves and kind of smash them around. Alright? And there's nothing more that we like in the kitchen than to make a lot of noise. So, smash around your garlic. Spin around your rondo. Delicious. Alright, now that cherry and the marsala and the balsamic vinegar has reduced, now I want to add some beef stock. Alright, now, if you're a good chef and you got a good organized kitchen, everything's labeled and everything's homemade. So, we got these really great beef bones. And I roasted them in a nice hot oven. Got super duper high, super duper brown. And then I added some tomatoes and onions and carrots and celery and bay leaf and peppercorns. And we cooked it down in a few gallons of water in a big, big, big pot. We cooked it down for about 4 hours. Got a really nice concentrated beef stock. Beef stock is the best for the French onion. Alright, now that we added our beef stock, we're going to bring this puppy up to a boil. Alright? And I think I want to throw in a little fresh thyme. There's nothing like fresh herbs all the time. Now, I'm going to use these fresh herbs at the end, as you can see. So I've added my liquid. I'm going to bring this up to a boil. And now, I'm going to take some nice thyme. I find that the best way to do it is you hold the top of the stem, and you just slowly pull it off like that. There you go. Nice. Alright? If you're in a rush and you're kind of lazy, what you could do is throw in the whole sprig like that. Oops. And over some time, the leaves will fall off. And then at the end, after your soup has come to a boil, you can simply just pick that sprig right up. Alright? So, it really depends on how much other stuff you have going on that day. Alright, good. So we got our onions, we have our balsamic vinegar, we have our wine, right? We caramelized, we got sugary and sweet. But now I do want to add some more flavor. Now I want to add that salt and pepper. Alright, I use a nice cracked black pepper and kosher salt. Always kosher salt. And I know it looks like a lot, but we want this to taste good. Over the shoulder for good luck. Alright, very cool. Now, super excited. Let's taste it. Let me get a spoon. Voila. Okay. Big enough spoon to give it a taste, right? Delicious. I wish you could taste it. Alright, you know what though? I think I want to add a little bit more sweet. I think you could have a little bit more sweet. I'm going to add a little granulated sugar. Voila. Finito. Okay, now we're ready. We just made an amazing 5-onion French onion soup. So, I want to plate this puppy up. And I think if you do it in a crock, yeah, that's cool. But it's very 1970s, very old-fashioned. I want to do it in a super sexy cast iron. Adorable. It's a little cast iron pot. I love it. And it gets better. We have a lid. It's so cute. Okay, so now let's go ahead and plate this French onion, right? Let me bring it to me. Yeah. Alright, get all those great onions, get all that great soup in there. I'm going to use a spoon. I want to get all these onions. And I'll go back with a ladle to get that beautiful broth. Oh, this is phenomenal. I really wish you could taste this. Okay, now, what makes it French onion is you got to put some bread on top. Alright, what I have in another super sexy cast iron skillet is some nice focaccia toast points. We use focaccia bread here to make sandwiches and make breadsticks, but a great way to save money and also cross-utilize your ingredients is to use them in other dishes. So these are the ends of the focaccia, and we toasted them with a little garlic oil and salt. I'm going to put my focaccia right on top, and I like to use a Swiss cheese and a mozzarella. So let's do a slice of Swiss, a little shredded mozzarella, another slice of Swiss right on top, and let's pop this baby in the broiler. Need more room than that. Yeah, we're gonna melt that cheese. I got a gorgeous little plate here. Nice black and white newsprint, right? Give it a little old-fashioned feel. We're gonna make sure that we put that lid right on that soup and share it with everybody. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you can try my French onion soup some other time. It's really delicious. Enjoy. Bye.